Hey, feasters, and welcome to episode 153. And boy, do we have an awesome show for you, especially if you're trying to break into landing big brands and big companies. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Welcome to the Ask Rezzz podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm here to help you get past those bumps in the road, those struggles, those things that hold you back from building an amazing and profitable freelance business each and every single day. And I was asked to speak at an online conference called Weaver's Space Online Conference 2018. And if you don't know what that is, that's a conference for rapid Weaver developers. Joe Workman does an awesome job at putting this whole thing together. So head on over to rapidweaverconference.com and check it out. But I was asked this question during the Q&A portion of my talk. Now, I love Q&A more than any scripted presentation for any number of reasons. But the biggest reason is that I get to learn a little bit more about the audience. But more so than that, it's a way that I know that the person walking in was looking for something to get out of the talk. And, well, they asked me a question and I answered it for them. So by then I know that, well, they came in with a question and they got it answered for them and they walk out with some value. Now, I've had my own share of big brands and corporations throughout my career, and this is what's difficult about freelancing in general. You know, we want these big brands, but it's very different to market to them and to get your foot in the door. Because most of the time, you need that in. You need to know somebody on the inside to do it because they have a way of doing business that's unlike small businesses. See, corporations usually have some sort of agenda and roadmap of projects that they need done. They will fill the gaps, those gaps in their own talent pool, so to speak, by seeking out vendors and then vetting those vendors and hiring them. Once those vendors are approved through whatever means that they have, they most likely will continue to go back to that vendor time and time again. So I get the appeal of having those big brands as a target client for a lot of people. However, that outreach is a hard nut to crack, and it's often a lengthy time before you can actually get in the door. You essentially have to be in the right place at the right time. Now, you can increase your chances by making connections with those right people in that organization. Specifically on LinkedIn, you could probably have the most success by finding those appropriate people that handle the hiring. What you want to do is connect with that person, follow that person, make that person aware of your presence by potentially commenting on their shares, even sharing their content to your audience, and maybe even just providing some resources to that person out of the kindness of your heart. It's a long haul effort, but you have to keep in mind that you want to be a friend here and not a salesperson. Congratulate them on milestones. On LinkedIn, it's so easy because they tell you when their work anniversary is. So jump in there and say congratulations. Maybe if they were a part of some big launch, congratulate them on that. If it's a new product release or a campaign that brand has put out, reach out and say how much you enjoyed it. Be a good person to the brand and contribute to their success. The next step is to follow the brand, right? Look for opportunities out there where the brand may be posting other things that could be relevant to the needs that they have that you can fill. Keep an eye out for those tangential opportunities as well. By this, I mean, if your solution is design and you see a release of something that's broken from a design perspective because it renders funky on the iPad or your phone or some other device out there, reach out and suggest connecting them with someone who you know may be able to fix it for them. Even if they have somebody in-house to do it for them, at least you're being a good citizen. The idea here is that you are continuously adding tons and tons of value to them and making your presence known. And the final tactic is if you have a budget, then you may even want to target them with specific ads. Now, I heard about this tactic on a podcast about Ariel, who's better known as the Urbanist. You could go to urbanist.live for more information on who he is, but he basically creates these Facebook Lives, these epic long Facebook Lives about the world's cities. And he wanted to get in front of other large Facebook groups and other brands. So he basically made content specifically for them and then leveraged the power of Facebook to put ads in front of them. It's truly scary how precise you can get an ad, a specific piece of content in front of someone nowadays. And by doing that, you can passively continue to provide value. Only this time, it's a free resource to your website that only they see and would be of interest to them. Like I said, it's a much different beast than working with small businesses, and it's a much longer lead time as well. I have friends in that space, and it's months, even a year-long process to court these bigger brands, but they land big money and long-term deals. So I definitely can see how this effort does pay off. If you have a question, ask Rezzz. That's me, by leaving me a tweet at Rezzz on Twitter, or head on over to my homepage, rezzz.com. That's REZZZ.com, and drop your email in. Let's have a conversation. I'd love to have a chat with you, learn a little bit more about why you do what you do. And hey, I also send out personalized videos when you do sign up. So there's that. Till next time, it's your time to live in the feast.